This is our casual kilt model. It's the entry-level model here at USA Kilts. It's made from poly-viscose fabric, which is a man-made, machine-washable fabric. It's coated with Teflon, so it resists stains. It also has anti-pill fiber technology, which is the fancy way of saying you won't get those little bumps from rubbing on the surface of the fabric like you do on most synthetic fabrics. It has 4 to 6 yards of cloth in this kilt, and that depends on the size of the individual and the size of the set size. It features Velcro closure, 1, 2, 3 belt loops. Each pleat is going to be about 1.5 inches wide. This kilt is good for wearing to the Highland Games, to wearing to the pub, and wearing to casual kind of events about town. This is our semi-traditional model kilt. It's made from the same poly-viscose fabric as our casual kilt, but we make it with straps and buckles and fringe to look more like a traditional kilt, so we call it the semi-traditional model. As I said, this one closes with leather straps and buckles. It has fringe on the edge of the front apron. On the back of the kilt are the buckles, the 2 belt loops to fit a traditional kilt belt. This kilt is made from roughly 5 to 7 yards of cloth, depending on the size of the individual and the size of the set. This is a little bit dressier. You could wear this one with an argyle jacket and vest, or dress it down to wear to the pub as well. This is our 5-yard wool kilt model. Construction-wise, it's going to be roughly the same as our semi-traditional model, but it's made from wool, so we can do it from thousands of different tartans from any of the mills in the UK. This kilt has embossed leather straps and metal buckles, fringe down the front apron. On the back, the pleats are going to be about 1 inch wide to 1.1 inches wide, depending on the size of the individual. The pleats are top stitched, so if you look closely, you'll be able to see the stitching down the edge of each pleat. We do use a color that's in the kilt for the thread to camouflage it as best we can. The main difference between this and our semi-traditional model is that this kilt also has a lining on the inside, a cotton lining. This kilt uses roughly 5 yards to 6 yards of cloth, depending on the size of the individual and the size of the set. This kilt is going to be good for wearing with to the Highland Games, or you can dress it up with an argyle jacket and vest or a Prince Charlie, and it'd be appropriate for fancier occasions. This is our premier 8-yard wool kilt. It's available in thousands of tartans from any of the mills in the UK. This kilt features pleats that are roughly 3/4 to 1 inch wide. All these pleats are all sewn inside out, so you don't see any of the stitching from the outside of the kilt. The excess bulk of the upper portion of the kilt in the pleated section is actually scalloped out, and then we put in a horsehair canvas lining in the upper portion to reinforce the structural integrity of the garment. We cover that in a traditional cotton twill lining, and that finishes off the inside of the garment. This kilt has embossed leather straps and buckles and is made to the highest quality standards for a lifetime of wear.